Hey guys, it's Linton here from Greenbox Markets. Euro Aussie dollar is setting up for a really nice trade. The thing about it is that it could actually go either way. So let's take a look at that quickly and what I mean by that. You will recall the analysis that I sent out on this pair quite some time ago. I've actually been following it quite closely, and we saw this impulse here on the left hand side. Sorry, let me just move that quickly. We saw this impulse here on the left hand side, and this being the corrective structure over here, and I've been expecting a break of the corrective structure to the upside. Now this is on the weekly time frame, and here we can quite clearly see the wave structure that we've had, 1, 2, 3, and we've had this fourth to the top here. Now the break didn't happen on this wave as yet, but it is quite possible that it's still going to take place and that we'll see the break now. The other option that we have is that we're going to get a break of this trend line, and we're going to get a setup of a flag with a break down to complete a fifth wave to the bottom before we see a break up. So we could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before we get a break to the upside. Now the reason that this is so interesting is because it's at a position where it needs to decide which way it's going to go. So let's just have a look at the smaller time frames quickly and see exactly what I'm looking at. So this is the daily time frame, and this is a trend line that I'm talking about, which is currently breaking to the downside. Now that does indicate that we should see the move to the bottom, right? And most people on a break of this trend line would be getting into the short trades. Obviously that depends on the close of today, whether or not that trend line has broken, or the validity of that break is there. But it doesn't mean that if today closes below this trend line that I'm simply going to jump into this trade. And the reason for that is quite simple. Let me show you this. So if we were to put in a trend line over here like that, we could see that this is a flag formation on the daily time frame. So we've got 1, 2, 3 waves over here at this point in time, which could indicate move up to this level here for a fourth wave. And if we see that break, quite easily we could see the break to the upside on this weekly time frame that I was talking about, with this being the trend line that it needs to break. So that's why I'm saying it's very interesting. So if today closes below this trend line over here, I'll be waiting for the setup of a flag on a smaller time frame. Let's just go down to the 1 hour quickly and show you that over there. So the 1 hour, as we can see, has clearly closed below that trend line that we're talking about, but I'm only interested in seeing what happens at the end of today and making a decision from that point on. But what I would like to see is, if the daily does close below this trend line, what I would like to see is flag formation. So for the price to do something like this, and then to break to the downside. Should that take place, I'll be quite happy to enter this trade over here. And that would be a nice long trade all the way down to the bottom on the weekly time frame. However, what we could see is the price pull back within the structure and back above that trend line that I was talking about. And if we see that, if we see the price move back up here above that trend line and then form a flag formation like this and break that to the upside, then I want to be in this trade from this point over here. And the reason I would like to stay in that trade then is obviously because I would like to see it break. Just go back to a bigger time frame quickly. I want to see it break out of this weekly structure over here, form another flag, and then continue higher, so that we can complete this impulse over here, that we could see this impulse here on the right hand side. So quite simply, what I'm hoping to see is for the price to break back above this trend line, form another flag, and break out to the upside over there. More than likely what would happen is we would see a breakout, another flag formation like that, and the price continue up. Definitely be holding to at least that high over there. That's where I'd be looking for, and possibly a little bit further, but I would be tentative and looking to take profits around about that level, as we could see a big reversal from that point. This would then give us a 1, 2, 3 wave structure, and we would have to see what the price does from that point on. So I'm quite happy with the current setup. Just want to see whether it's going to confirm the downside or whether it's going to break back up here and confirm further upside like I'm expecting to see. Guys, thanks for watching. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And also feel free to leave comments in the comment section below or ask any questions regarding any of the services, including the $10,000 challenge that we're currently running. Have a great day. Take care. Cheers.